but she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayori! Oh my god! Sayori! We should have visited her. Hey, what is up, peeps? Berto here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Right now I was reading some of the history just because I was like lost to where we were, but Sayori was acting different in the last video, or she was like acting strange. And also somebody was telling me that if we open up the game files for this game, you can like stuff happens and stuff. So I just have him like open on my second monitor. But yeah, and nothing's happened so far, so I don't know when something's gonna happen, because I mean it's a psychological horror, but it's been just like an anime simulator trying to like get at one of these girls. Alright, I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else, but the conversation is already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. I forgot the voice. Berto, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything about Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. What the heck? A normal person wouldn't do that. There's something wrong with her. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Berto. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. Dang. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Oh, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? She likes us. What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Berto. Me? How on earth would you come up to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. Dang, but we're over here talking to Yuri the whole time. What? No way! Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different than now that it always has been. You're so funny, Berto. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright? Monica smiled meaningfully. What the heck? I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she keeps giving her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her, that I'm letting this weigh down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. Dang, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. I wonder what they're talking about. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away with a flushed look on her face. Dang, why is she watching me? I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her. Oh. Why did the music change? I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you ever able to tell I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it isn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In that case, I guess you're right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there's certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a little bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Dang, I'm talking to her about my girl problems, and she likes me, I think. Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. Then, perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. That might be it. Berto. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel like some concern for her. But in your case, it looks like she was fully occupied in your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess? But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. Even you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I thought I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. Girl, don't be telling me what to think or feel about what I feel or think. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we just do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Here comes Sexual Reading Part 3 with Yuri. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica goes out to the club room. Oh, I guess we didn't read, or nothing happened. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Yeah, I wonder what she was telling her, because they were just whispering, and then... Oh, let's talk to Sayori, just to see how she feels, or at least her poem might tell us a little bit more. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club. Well, of course I am. Oh yeah, when I made the poem, I actually did make it for Yuri. Like, I just picked every single word for Yuri, so she's kind of right. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Berto. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing.
I'm just a little tired today.
Alright, just tell me if you need anything.
I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now.
If you insist.
Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Sayori?
Tell Monica wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. When we were trying to talk to her, she just constantly just said, talk to your friends, hang out with your friends, so I think she might be a little bit jealous. About me, I guess, making new friends and stuff? Let's talk to Yuri. Oh, we should have talked to Monica instead. Alright, let's just talk to Yuri and then we'll talk to Monica.
Berto, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions.
Because I'm writing all the stories for you. Or I mean poems for you.
I'm a little envious, even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri.
Oh, Yuri, what's the wrong way to put it? That's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after.
Is that so?
Yuri gently smiles to herself.
This feeling. I'm so horny right now. I got the chance to share my writing.
I never thought
I never thought I'd feel like this.
I remember you mentioned that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame.
Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice.
What do you mean?
Well,
Yuri smiles sadly.
Berto, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing, inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend.
Dang, I didn't even know that about Yuri. Yuri, I'll sit with you for lunch if we had lunch together.
Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all.
People say that about you?
I'm not a know-it-all, Berto. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. You have all these feelings. Oh, I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time.
But I haven't really done anything.
No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Berto. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me like this, just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others.
Dang, Yuri.
But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy.
I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you?
If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we?
Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem?
Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you.
At least we have one friend, because I know Monica hates us. I mean, not Monica, Natsuki. She's always, like, getting mad at me. Ghost Under the Light Part 2. Where's Part 1?
The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows. Closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I am too late. He steps into the street light. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers, my heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against its outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warm before? Giving up in understanding? I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand, the flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green, my heart is amber.
Is she talking about us? Like she's starting to like us? Unless it's not even about us, and then I'm just like thinking about it. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri. But instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Oh.
Do you dislike it?
No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poem usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about.
I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one.
That's fine. I understand this one. Oh, she's blushing. Yuri's having a even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead, Yuri gently takes my hand and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch.
You can, the poem is...
Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she wants me to notice.
You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes.
Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back towards me.
I guess we should move on before Monica says something, but I'm sure we can talk again later.
I know, Monica's always cock-blocking. Like, when we were eating the chocolate with her, I think we were about to kiss, but then she's just like, okay, everybody. So, yeah,
I'm sure we will.
I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Alright, so let's talk to Monica, and let's see what she said to Sayori. Hi, Berto. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure, I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Your style's gotten so refined, Berto. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've even noticed how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. That's... It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day, reading that edgy novel with her, well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. Alright. I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up, so if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could really be hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality, they're just a bandage. You say it like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. I'm gonna save it right here. Why is she... Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. See, in the last video, they just kept talking about death, and right now she's talking about Yuri hurting herself, so I just wanted to save it just to be safe. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth, the lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilit sky.
Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quilt, expressionless. She always, like, when she does it, I think it's a Q and a G, she always has like that, like, little line or something. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist, and with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. I don't even know what she was talking about. You know, it feels like learning. I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of thing that gives me life. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. She even knew that I didn't know what she was talking about. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I hate her little tips of the day. Last time she broke the fourth wall and told me to save. Natsuki. Yeah, no thanks. You didn't even... Next! She's still mad. Okay, you three. She's still mad that I'm just writing for Yuri and stuff. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a sec. Is it just me or did you say something strange just now? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't even have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. I gotta save again. Okay. So, let's not die. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I don't want to force it. Huh? That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. What? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did you say? Oh, what did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation, so we have to check on Sayori because she doesn't want to tell us what happened. Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. Oh, I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle all that by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sarah will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it. That's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now, Natsuki's pouting, too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell everything. Oh, can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be the leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Berto. The one who is truly useless. Hahaha, don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative at that. Is Monica just have to spend the week with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if I don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to make me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Berto may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So, therefore, ding, he might be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Berto to... What are you saying? I will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Berto to decide who he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So, I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Berto, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm gonna go with... Fuck. Who should I go with? Well, I mean, we have been talking to Yuri a lot, so I would like to hang out with her. Natsuki, she hates me, so I don't want to hang out with her just because she's gonna like tell me to do all this stuff. Monica, I haven't really got to know her, and I kind of don't want to know her. So here's my friend. I'm kind of worried about her. Dang, it's either between Yuri or Sayori. Ooh, let's go with Yuri. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell that you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying... So, you'll be helping Yuri then? Oh, Berto? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah, I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to get over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Berto? Me? I guess I could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. Well, what about you, Natsuki? Dang, she's so mad right now. I should have just picked her. Natsuki. What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No. That's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Berto picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so... I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken back by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. I guess she's trying to Yuri's trying to sound like Sayori. Oh, I was about to say I thought she was trying to be more talking to more people. That's what she said in the last video too. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this, because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm gonna say this. Okay. You better bet that my cupcakes are gonna be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah. I hope to see everyone to do their best, but with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Okay. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Natsuki at the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry, I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? Oh, he's giving the phone number. I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. What the heck? Why does she want me to go to my house? I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll need to make room. I'm messing this whole thing up. My bad. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some ways. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Berto. I think that we'll make a very productive team, even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But... Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard about it. Really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. Why are you staring at me? I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out of the door and Yuri follows. Alright, so we have her phone number. We have to go see what Sayori's doing. I can't believe this. Yuri's gonna be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I'm getting pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. Dana's horn dog. He's gonna try to do something. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this a chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. He's really excited about this. Calm down, Berto. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. Wow, he's in there. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monika said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? That's true. I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Good for you. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Why are you gonna knock and then enter? You could have just entered in the first place. I don't know. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's house like we were family. Okay, the house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I feel like something's gonna happen. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Okay, Sayori? Hey, look at this chicken. He has like really cool hair. Hi, Berto. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's blah blah blah. Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animal and wall decorations that she's had for years now. Where? If you've come more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it up after you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but how does she know? Wait, how do you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Oh, so it's just me and Yuri then? Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. My bad. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. Hold on, how come there was something wrong on Friday? He waited till Sunday to actually talk to her. So Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's not good, Berto. Why can't it just be like this? How it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have ever been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Berto. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Berto? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. Dang, Sayori. What? Oh. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? I think she's the one that was writing the poems about how she likes to be happy and likes to be sad, and then she likes to read stuff that's sad and all that stuff. Dang. That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? What? Why, Sayori? Huh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed. I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you have to do is tell me. You don't understand at all, Berto. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about.
Damn.
It's bittersweet when people try to care about me.
Oh yeah, it is her because she said she liked stuff that was bittersweet. Dang, Sayori. Why?
It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels a little like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then, I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart.
Dang, Sayori. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have joined the club.
So, that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do.
No, Berto. There's nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is as if everyone could be just like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
Tears streaked down Sayori's face.
I made you do the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm gonna accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulder. This time I pull her into a tight embrace.
Berto.
Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. Plus, but please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Berto.
Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No. Don't do this to me. Please, don't do this. Berto,
Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change, and I'll make these feelings go away. If there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. Dang, Berto, you really care about Sayori.
I don't know. I don't know.
Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Berto. The only time I'm not feeling anything is when I'm feeling pain. But your hug is so warm, and that's really scary too.
Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun, right?
Yeah.
How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice then.
Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you.
But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be a very good idea for me today. You understand, right?
It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright. I look forward to it. Dang, Berto, you should have just canceled the plans. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy.
but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Suri is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Dang, that was hurting, man. That hurt my heart. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I was here like 3 hours and stuff just waiting for you. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. What the heck? Alright, whatever. I was about to say, like, he's having this heart-to-heart with Sayori, and then he's just like, you know what, I would have just wrapped that up and just came to see you. Berto, you're fucked up. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least, I hope I got everything right. I'm sure I'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Yeah, I cleaned it before you came over, so... That's very considerate of you to do. No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be messy while you were here. He has, like, socks and everything. It's like... that are all stuck together. He has, like, a pile under his bed. Well, you do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would have been even more embarrassing. He's like his stash of porn and stuff. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Yep, that's where he hides it. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands... Oh, I'm sorry, I was trying to see if there was anything on in the files. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, shouldn't we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow! I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Palace? Although, many will stop by just out of curiosity, and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to prove any experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easier to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? Actually, I meant it in a bad way. That makes me feel relieved. And kinda happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax? I brought some things for relaxation. I was gonna use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles in a wooden cylinder-shaped object. What is that object? I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to... Oh, I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's with the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a dildo for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes it inside of her. Pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through the small holes at the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. The hell, Yuri, what are you doing? You got me alone in my room and you just brought all these enhancement stuff? You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poem?
It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for?
Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get?
Yeah, I have it over here.
We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them.
Oh, yeah? What will those be used for?
Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway on the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract them to peek inside.
That's really creative.
I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it.
Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Well, when she did spray that jasmine erotic stuff, or maybe it's the excitement that she feels from sharing something that she enjoys.
Here's a marker, Berto. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons.
Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. I have really bad handwriting too. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon at her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate paper of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy.
Well...
Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it?
You're gonna think it's weird.
Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know.
If you promise you won't be weirded out.
Yeah, I promise.
Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty.
Yuri, to each their own, like I said.
I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe? What am I saying? Please, don't think I'm weird for this.
That's too late. It's too late for that.
You're laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get around sharing. It's, well, an interesting thing to get into, I guess, but I think it kind of suits you.
Suits me?
Yeah, you're kind of crazy. It's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny it.
It is, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yuri relaxes her expression once again.
Would you like to hold it?
Nah, I'm good. I'm probably might cut myself. Sure, I'll check it out. Okay, go ahead and cut yourself then. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely cold, solid. Where did you get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger.
Ow! Berto! Why did your dumbass put your finger on that?
I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all.
It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper.
She just warned me after I cut myself.
Oh, no.
A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. She's into knives, aromatherapy, and she's sucking on my bloody finger. I like this chick. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Ooh, startled, I stickily pull my hand back.
Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking.
Yuri loads her head and her face burning up. Yuri!
That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry.
Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little bit. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. The heck, they're gonna start licking each other?
Berto! Did you really just do that?
Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong.
I knew it'd be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would have been extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Berto. Yeah, I'm weird. Alright, whatever, I'm weird. Yuri giggles shyly. You're calling me weird? I have no response to that. Me neither. I don't even know what was going on. Where did you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, I already stopped bleeding. It already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resumed our respective activities. I watched Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. What the heck? After we finished attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all on side by side. It looks better than I expected. It'll be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. That's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water? I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water, okay? If you feel the cup's too much, it'll be too diluted. Alright, that's cool. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling his sleeve, pulling it back into her arm. Knife? Cutting? Arm? Dang. Yuri too? Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. I don't even know what I would do. I'm just like, alright, I guess let's just mix the paint. I don't want to bring this up. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into a cup. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Neat. What are you going to write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get it. What was that? We don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banners to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if it feels too childish. No, I didn't mean it like that at all. It's kind of fun, you know. Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way, too, Berto. Oh, too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself, for me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I know you understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused pan, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Kya! Sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. Oh, I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I started to retract my hand. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hands to look at Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. Monika's not going to be here to stop us. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a gaze and enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm, and suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. He's finally gonna kiss her. Yuri slowly pulls away. He's not gonna kiss her. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. He's mad. The moment is over as soon as it begins. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that looks like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you gonna add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true. But won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. I wonder why she doesn't want me to see the motivational quote that she's gonna put. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew! You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Dang, he wants to hang out with her. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too responsible for me to wait that much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there'd be more time as well. What? She wanted to hang out with us too. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we get everything done, right? Yeah. So, I should be disappointed, or I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Well, I mean, I guess we did that. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to see time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean that this is the last time it can happen. That's true. You can ask her again. You have her number. Once Yuri packs up, I'll walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over. We can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out too much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Berto. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori! Oh, fuck. Hi, Berto. Sayori! Just now we weren't... It's okay, Berto. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry, but we'll be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Dang, she took off. She's gone. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori. I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy. that you've made such good friends. She's crying. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Berto? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart's splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Berto. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not gonna let things discontinue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden on your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Berto. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori. It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Berto, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And... That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm. Oh, okay, it's a good thing it said arm. And squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give to you. Sayori. Oh my god. Sayori, I love you. Or Sayori, you'll always be my dearest friend. She just told me that she was dealing with depression, and she just saw me talking to Yuri. But I can't tell her I love her, like, just out of sympathy. Because I do like Yuri, that's why I wanted to hang out with Yuri. This is really hard. I'm just gonna go with it. Like, I can't... You'll always be my dearest friend. I'm so sorry, Sayori. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forced a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is this what it feels like? To get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori. It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So, please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just wanted to go back the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Berto. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So... Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Ah! Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in the front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feeling and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these things will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. That was so painful. I didn't want to lie to her. I can't lead her on and stuff. I'm gonna give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Damn, my heart. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I've been walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up now, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The band-aid Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Okay. Berto, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that all the poems were performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. Do you think that on days of disappointment she'll try a little harder? I say that, but I still remember what Sayori told me yesterday. Oh, so today's Monday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Ha ha ha. You should have taken a little responsibility for her, Berto. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of let her hang in this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? How the hell does she know everything? Like, I'll talk to somebody and then the next second she's like, I know what happened. Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. That has nothing to do with anything. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Huh? Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to go check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid down to the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it a almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poem from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's the one that I haven't read before. Oh. Get out of my head, get out of my head. Get out of my head, get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. This is Sayori's poem? Is this the poem she was talking about after I told her that I didn't like her? We gotta go see Sayori. What the hell is this? What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Berto, what's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels really completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself, Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her, or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes me really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on her door. I don't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house, isn't that much like something a boyfriend would do? In that case, it feels just right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayori? Oh my god! Sayori! We should have visited her. What the heck? An exception has occurred. File line 3, see trace text for detail. Oh! What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? Hold on, we just got a new text. Hold on. What the heck is this? This is the new thing that just popped up in the game files. Oh, that's so creepy. Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can't be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. What the hell? I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I'd be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession. That has to be punished over the edge. Her agonizing scream will still echo my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts kept telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of her relationship, then I could have prevented this. But then you wouldn't have been happy. Like, I know you want your friend, but I don't know. I knew I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 And dang. So then does that mean there's more possibilities and stuff? Monica took over her. What is this? Hold on. What the heck? Why is it like this? Hold on. What the heck is this? The music is all weird. That's because Sayori was the one that would introduce us to the game. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend that you never see yourself making. Okay, let me just skip this because we already read all this stuff. But starting, waiting up, but if she's going to chase after me like this, I always feel better off running away. However, I just signed idle in front of the crosswalk and they're just crossing out her name. She's like basically deleted. Oh my god. What the hell is this? Did it crash? It's an ordinary school day, just like any other. Okay, I'm gonna save this. Did you guys see that? All my save files are deleted. What the hell? So there's more to this then. I think there might be 3 or 4 more endings just because of the other girls. Alright, I think I'm gonna end this here. I think we might have more videos and stuff to make. Dang, so now it's getting crazy. I want to figure out like all the endings and stuff. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. That was crazy. So Yori, I'm sorry. Nah, I was about to say like I wish I could have just told her that I loved her, but I couldn't have lied to her. Yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this game, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.